So you see what's working. Say something on back before we get to it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as you always. Watch the full video.
The city of Memphis is known for birthing rap superstars, but on the dark side, the city of Memphis is also known for taking them.
Man,
Nobody
bro.
from pastors to kids to legends would be spared from the murder rate that leads the nation per capita.
And we have been reporting on a shooting death at a downtown restaurant and bar.
RP Sayso P.
Heartbreaking update. We can confirm now that prominent Memphis pastor Ricky Floyd has been shot and killed.
Marion and a man she had met that night got into a heated religion discussion with Pastor Floyd inside the bar.
Memphis detectives have confirmed with your news leader.
A heated religion. What? Come on, man. I don't mean to laugh and smirk at that, but that's crazy. What, a heated religion discussion. We're talking about religion. I'm a pastor. You probably us a pastor or somebody who what? That's mind blowing right there.
The victim is Pastor Ricky Floyd, the senior lead pastor at Pursuit of God Transformation Center in Frazier. One of the city's latest deadly attacks in which a city leader became caught in the chaos. It's a reminder to some, crime can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone.
What's up, everybody? It's 1090J. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Memphis rapper Sayso P being killed in his own city after accidentally posting his hotel. March 22nd, 2025, it was 2:40 in the afternoon when gunfire would erupt outside of the Westin Hotel in downtown Memphis. This was just across the street from the FedEx Arena where the Grizzlies play, an area not accustomed to broad day shootings. A video would emerge from a hotel guest peeking out their window of a man on the ground surrounded by police and paramedics. He'd appear lifeless, laid out between a black truck and the curb. A blue tarp would be placed over his body as more footage from the scene would show another man standing by an ambulance. Several police vehicles would respond as they began taping off parts of downtown to piece together what just took place. At the same time, news began to break on the internet. 34-year-old Houston, Texas rapper Sh0t Walka was reportedly shot, along with his 27-year-old artist Sayso P. Sh0t Walka is said to have taken a bullet to the leg, was originally listed in serious condition, is now stable and expected to survive. But Sayso P was unfortunately pronounced dead at the scene. Law enforcement would announce they believed the two men were targeted, while Sh0t Walka's family would tell TMZ he wasn't the intended target, implying the shooters were gunning for Sayso. According to police, the shooters jumped out of a white vehicle, opening fire from the street as the rapper stood in the valet section of the hotel. Detectives tracked the vehicle using real-time traffic cameras as it fled outside of the downtown area.
Discovered 2 people wounded by gunfire.
For RP Sayso P. But for this to happen, bro, even though yeah, he probably he or Sh0t Walka was probably posting some here and there, somebody still had been telling. It's why, again, I always say every time, bro, you gotta watch who's claiming to be a part of your circle, especially when you become crowded up, famous rappers, whatever. You know, you have all these people who are pretending to be a part of the entourage, so therefore they can hopefully be blessed with something. Some of them people are snakes. You gotta watch out for the people who are claiming to be a part of your corner, bro. Because a lot of them people are not. A lot of them people are here for the moment, here to get some gifts, and it's the moment you tell them no, it's all bad. But I ain't gonna lie, I did see a tweet or a post on the internet. Don't know if it's true. It might be just a rumor. I don't even want to say because I don't want to spread no false rumors. So never.
Officers immediately started rendering first aid to the victims.
If he said in the video, then I said
Memphis Fire Department ambulance One of the victims has been pronounced deceased here on the scene. The second victim has been transported to Regional 1 Hospital in critical condition. The suspects got out of a vehicle and appeared to target the two victims as they were in the street. They got back in the car and fled the scene. They fled the car in a white, the car they fled in was a white vehicle. Detectives from the Real-Time Crime Center have tracked that vehicle as it fled into areas outside of Memphis.
Latori and Hunt,
do they have security with them, bro?
Sayso P, grew up in the Raleigh neighborhood of Memphis.
Yeah, they couldn't. It's a possibility that they didn't have no security because they didn't say nothing about. They said they hopped out. They they got off. They didn't say nothing about security. Retaliated. Did nothing back. People gotta stop. If they didn't, bruh, people gotta stop. If you're gonna spend all this money on these big, massive pieces of jewelry and these high fashion clothes, spend half that on security. Mind you, probably not going out every single day, but when you do go out, especially shopping, take security with you. At least somebody can get back right then, the legal way.
Recording music as early as 11 years old, Sayso would struggle in poverty throughout his childhood and into his teenage years. Making money as a young adult, Sayso would move to Vegas where he stopped finding success with his music. In late 2022, he'd signed to Sauce Walka's TSF label. Now a signed artist, Sayso would move again, this time to Miami where he'd have a few run-ins with the law. The following year, Sayso would drop a song titled Back in Memphis.
I'm back in Memphis. Black truck switching lanes. I remember being broken, fucked up, but things changed. I'm back in Memphis. Where niggas kill you for some pennies. I got niggas I grew up with said I can't come to my city. But I'm back in Memphis.
Although the song came out prior to his death, the lyrics eerily resemble his demise. Sayso would die next to a black truck in his own city, where his own...
They said you can't come back to your city. And then you went back and tested it. You made it out. You made it out. You left. You moved somewhere else. And your career went up. Why would you go back? Who you have? People, I say it all the time, you have nothing to prove to nobody but yourself. And not saying that's what he went back for, but if it was that, bro, that wasn't the move. That wasn't the move. To go back to where you were struggling at. I understand going back to, like sending a package, hey, some money to your family members, to your real true friends who was really in a struggle with you, who was letting you sleep on the couch, letting you sleep on the floor. That's one thing. But I say it all the time, sometimes going back to where you come from is never the smart move. A lot of artists have lost their lives going back, try to either you going back to bless the city, bless your block, bless the hood, bless the trench, whatever. Sometimes you don't make it from leaving that blessing. You don't make it back from that. That'd be sad.
Friends he grew up with told him he couldn't come back. Although the police investigation is far from finished, early reports describe an ambush-style shooting, while many would have assumed it was a robbery. Looking at Sayso and Sauce Walka's Instagram stories, it would appear Sayso brought Walka to Memphis.
Father, man, I know what's going on, man. TSL Memphis shit.
Where we at, though?
And we in Memphis with this shit right now, in the M right now. You know where these rap niggas don't come to. But a Sauce nigga gonna be here, man. Sleep here, stay here, man. So as long as we want to, man. You think what I'm saying? Certified, man. This shit going the fuck on outside right now.
Outside popping this shit.
Hey, popping this shit, man. Normal shit, records, man. You know what I'm talking about? You think what I'm saying? Head to toe that man. Head.
In a place where you say rappers don't come back to or don't be at whatever, in a van that people know this is what rappers are riding around in. It's either a black truck or these sprinter vans or whatever. In a place where it's not a lot of them. Like I said when it came to RP young dog, like you're the only one, probably the only one with this rap in a place where this car is not common at. Come on. You gotta move smarter. This is 2025. We've already seen so many people take L's by moving dumb. We supposed to learn from other people's mistakes, whether you know them or not.
It's on, man. I see that boy. I'm landing that boy. Louis, that boy. Shit going on, man. What the fuck? Sosa boat? Ranks in this bitch? Come on, man. Shit, it's a normal day in the Southside, baby. Yeah, a normal day in the Southside, P. Go yards everywhere, diamonds everywhere, just bankrolls everywhere, money everywhere, just whatever, everything, shit everywhere. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Ruggers.
They both post from inside of a restaurant/bar called Reservations. They could be seen in a section along with West Memphis rapper YTB Fat, who the bar promoted on Instagram as hosting that night. Another TSF associate named Sosa Man can be seen wearing the same outfit he'd be seen in the next day, standing outside of the ambulance. What they may not have realized was Sayso actually dropped their location. Although he tagged Walka never reposted a video where they could be seen in front of a hotel door that reads Westin. With only one location in the city, anyone who looked hot enough now knew exactly where the rappers were staying. So why didn't they get touched at the bar or on the way to and from? Come to find out, they hired private security, a smart move many rappers avoid.
Okay.
And while their security wore badges, these motherfuckers were outside posting like the rappers.
Shit going on, man.
Yeah. These ain't the ones for you. These ain't the ones. I can't even get up because I think of what I was about to say. I have a homie that does security. He does none of this. He does none of this. You will never know where this nigga's at when he's at where he's at. Or who he's with. You never know nothing. Like, this nigga has been probably all across the world, and you never know until probably months after the fact, and when he probably randomly posts a picture. But during the moment, what are you doing? What are you doing? He already posted a picture with y'all. Come on, man.
Get with this shit, man. Get with this shit, man. Get with this shit and get rolled over, man. No way out. No way out.
You showing outside the place.
Security would catch blame following the news, but one of them would take to Instagram not only showing appreciation for the opportunity, but letting everyone know he was only hired to escort them to reservations and stand guard. After that, they went their separate ways. Meaning Sauce, Sayso, and Sosa transported themselves back to the hotel and had no security the following day. With no actual reports of this being a robbery, it's more than likely
they was moving kind of smart
in his hometown. And as everyone knows, your hometown can be your downfall if you don't escape. But for some reason, rappers with a point to prove keep going back and losing it all. Rest in peace to Sayso P.
Got no point
now,
to prove to nobody. You made it, nigga.
Obviously, with Sauce Walka being the bigger rapper, the focus was more so on him. People are seeing his face in the tabloids because everyone isn't as familiar with Sayso. But once it was known that Sauce Walka was good, then the focus was damn. They killed him. Sauce Walka almost got killed. Could have got killed. And he's been in situations before. I mean, there was even an LA situation where apparently somebody pulled a gun. And I heard from somebody who was actually there that Sauce Walka was with the shit. Wasn't scared for nothing. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean he's dumb either, though. They were smart enough to have security. They just didn't feel that they needed it the next day. And it could have been they were just leaving the hotel. Whatever the situation was, they didn't think that in that area somebody would pull up and just start firing. And the fact that Sayso left Memphis early on, moved to Vegas, then moved to Miami, it's like, who is he still currently into it with? I mean, we won't know because we're on the...
Like I say all the time, jealousy and envy is very real. Jealousy, it don't matter if you know them person or not. People will be jealous because you made it. You grew up on the same block doing the same thing that they was doing and probably never even spoke to each other. Probably was there from the day you was born to probably like you was 23. You never spoke to this person. But y'all do, somehow y'all do the same thing. Y'all both rap. Y'all both dance. Y'all both do beats. Y'all both do drawings. Y'all both do something. You made it. He didn't. Or she didn't. Oh my God. I hate that. I don't even know you. How you mad at me because I finally made it and you didn't make it yet. Yet is the key word, but people, man, again, jealousy and envy is very real, whether you know these people or not. Or not. Again, we don't know why exactly. Like if he was going back to thinking like, oh, I got a point to prove because because of that that one verse. We don't know if that was the reason, but if it was, people got to stop moving like that. People got to, for sure. Like if they were leaving again, they should have had security right then and there. Hey, have security from until we leave, until we get on this plane, bro. We need security from point A to point B to point C to point D. It's from every point and back until we leave, until we get on this plane and then we're out of here. Certain people feel like, all right, if I have security, that for like I'm not tough, I'm not street, I'm not with the smoke. No, that means you're moving smart. They can do things that you can't do legally.
Outside looking in, he could have had real beef, and the second he touched down in the city, they're looking at everywhere he's at, and all it was is they saw the Western logo in the background, similar to the Pop Smoke situation where they were trying to say the address was on a bag, whatever. I think they debunked that though. It's just the smallest mistake can get you killed. The smallest bit of pride can get you killed. Going back to a city where people said you can't go can get you killed. And once it happens, there's no going back. And imagine if it was...
That's like, and like in jail, right? They tell you, don't go in there on no, you Mr. Tough Guy, because somebody's going to test that. If he went back to test, oh, they said I can't come back, I'm here. So, oh, somebody's going, oh, you testing what I said? Let me come and show you that I meant what I said. You made it into a position that when you was home from your city, you couldn't make it. You left, you bubbled up. Why would I go?
First, imagine if Sayso brought Walka there, and Walka ended up being the one that passed away. Sayso would have to live on with that pain, knowing that he's the one that brought him.
Yeah, I brought you here and you lost your life, bro.
Have everything situated. It's an unfortunate situation. Nobody can predict these things at the end of the day. My condolences to Sayso's family. My condolences to TSF. And I hope that Sauce Walka heals up soon. Memphis can be an unforgiving place. And I mean, we all learned that just off the Dolph situation and everything that followed. And I don't know what advice I can give other than to just avoid the lifestyle entirely. Because even once you find success, having 1 foot in and 1 foot out could put you in the ground.
You can't straddle the fence.
It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with you.
Yeah, people gotta understand that, like, you can't straddle the fence. You gotta pick a side. It's either you're in the streets or you're not. You can't straddle the fence. You can't have 1 foot on the street, 1 foot on the curb. No,